People love to talk about black fatigue and all sorts of fatigue. I'm also starting to have a different kind of fatigue, okay? School fatigue. I'm starting.
Hi, lovelies, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Belinda Strana. Thank you so much for all the love and support. To my returning subscribers, those people that share my videos, leave commentaries, and also educate each and every one of us. You guys are the real MVPs. So lovelies, I came across this video on my For You, and I thought to share where internet is reacting to the fact that there is actually a massive pew that happened in the Catholic Church during the 6 a.m. Mass, where the student, worshipped. And this 22 to 23-year-old boy decided to invade and pew. It actually caused a lot of controversy, and I was able to put up some of those stitches. I'm just going to roll the clip as well as the stitches I was able to put together. Please leave me your own thought in the comment section of what you think of this video. And please do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying and harassment. We are just here for educational and informative purposes. So lovelies, let's dive into it, to what everyone has to say.
Another school year, another school shooting. This time in Minneapolis. This kid right here, okay, this kid is the alleged shooter. His name is Robin Westman. Robin Westman opened fire at a Catholic school while other kids were praying. Literally. 2 kids have passed and 17 are injured. My thoughts and prayers to the family of the deceased and a speedy recovery to the 17 kids who are injured. That being said, you people love to talk about black fatigue and all sorts of fatigue. I'm also starting to have a different kind of fatigue, okay? School shooting fatigue. I'm starting to have school shooting fatigue because every time there's a school shooting, it's always one of your kids. So what exactly are y'all people doing to these kids at home that they don't feel comfortable to talk to you about things happening to them at school? What exactly are y'all people doing to these kids? And why are you people so irresponsible with your pews? You want to exert your right to carry? Cool, no problem. At the very least, be responsible of your pews, man. First week of school. First week. This is not normal. This is not normal. We all got kids out here, okay? We got nieces, we got nephews. We don't want to live in the fear that our kids going to school might not come back because one of your kids thought it was funny to go play Call of Duty in real life.
To give one shit at all about the American people that have been killed by.
I literally told you this yesterday. This happened today. There is an 8-year-old and a 10-year-old that are not going to be going home. There are 17 others, including 14 other children, who will have to live with this for the rest of their life. And of course, the coward-ass fucking person who did all of this popped himself. I can't wait to read his manifesto about the gays and the trans in bathrooms. I guarantee you, you won't think anything is wrong with what happened today. In fact, you will talk to yourself. I mean, thoughts and prayers the fuck out of it, won't you? But you want to talk about how many illegals. Lady, I sincerely hope you are a Christian, because when you croak, you are not going to heaven. You're not. You're not. Because you tend to be the sort of person that literally thinks any death by an illegal is bad, but any death by a pew is thoughts and prayers time. Because quite frankly, you don't give a fuck. You just want to hate brown people, and you just don't want to be, you don't have the balls to fucking say that out loud. I hope you can live with yourself. Because quite frankly, and I mean this from the bottom of my goddamn heart, I loathe you. I see no earthly good in you at all.
Good morning, family. First of all, let me send my condolences to the families who lost their loved ones, who lost their children in that Pe.Ple situation up there in Minneapolis, and the families of those who were harmed. Can we talk about how the fact that the mother is on the run right now and is not cooperating with the police because she know that her ass is 9 times out of 10 going to be investigated? I knew it. I knew that these politicians was going to automatically start saying, oh, well, this is a gun situation. This is a problem with gun control. Oh, bitch, it's a problem with mental illness. You motherfuckers spent 4 years allowing mental illness to run rampant in our country. Y'all celebrated it. Y'all created laws in order to make it okay for people who have mental illnesses to do everything but get the help that they needed. We never fucking healed from our country being shut down. There is absolutely no idea what people were going through when they were in the homes and they could not leave their homes. First of all, not 100% automatically putting it on the trans community. I'm putting it on everybody who is out here just wilding out doing dumb shit. This country over the last 4 years celebrated mental illness. Y'all made celebrities who have mental illnesses popular. Sean Rock being one of them. No way in hell should that bitch have been made as popular as she was. Y'all literally sat there and watched this lady drink and get high while she was pregnant, and the cameras kept rolling. The cameras kept rolling. Fact of the matter is that when it comes to people who are transitioning from one gender to the next, at that age, should have been restrictions. And his mother is definitely just as much at fault for this situation as he is. Because you signed the documents for him to identify himself as a girl. He wasn't even 18 yet. He was still a kid. Well, still a teenager, but he was still young. He was too young to make those type of decisions. And then he literally said that he was tired of transitioning. He said that the only reason why he kept his hair long, because that was just like some last evidence that that's what he was doing. He said he was tired of transitioning and he did not want to be trans anymore. I'm willing to bet that he probably went to his mom with this concern and she probably blew him off. She probably ignored him. That should be a decision that should only be made by adults, because I believe that adults, grown people whose frontal lobe is fully developed, can make those decisions to not only go through the transitions but also get the therapy and the counseling that they need in order to make sure that it is a healthy transition. You all, for the last 4 years, have allowed children to make these decisions, and not only did you allow children to make these decisions, you encouraged it. You literally, in many instances, took the parents out of the decisions to allow these children to make these choices. This falls on the shoulders of the parents. I hope to God, because he is no longer here, that they prosecute her ass. He needs to serve time, because that damn near was literally abuse. It was abuse. Now there are 2 babies that are lying in the morgue and others who are going to completely be changed because of this situation, because you sucked as a fucking parent. The agenda that y'all have pushed on these kids, y'all have absolutely no idea how this is going to destroy them as they get older.
There was a tragic shooting at a Catholic school in Minneapolis.
What happened?
17 people were injured and 2 passed on to a better place. And the shooter was identified as Robin Westman, who was 23 but willingly unalived himself before he could be questioned. It happened at 8:30 a.m. at Annunciation Catholic School, where the shooter had a rifle and fired in the church windows from the side of the building toward little ones who were sitting in the pews. There were dozens of children who managed to make it out safely, as some of the children used active shooting drills they learned in school, while other children were trying to protect other children by protecting them from gunfire.
My heart goes out to the little ones. What was Robin's motive?
Apparently, Robin left videos posted online with writing stating he didn't want to be here and that he had an extremely violent thought and idea. He then apologized to his family online and posted a drawing of the interior layout of a church. However, authorities are unclear whether he was targeting this specific church or if it was a random selection. They then found weird writings on his rifle, but it appeared to be trolling more than serious.
What have authorities said about this?
FBI Director Pe.Ple said Robin was a male who identified as a female and requested a name change. Then the internet exploded with Elon Musk tweeting, "There's a pattern here." Now there is an online outrage against the rainbow community trying to put the blame on them. So the mayor of Minneapolis put out a statement saying directed hate towards rainbows will not be tolerated. If you are spreading hate, you've lost your sense of common humanity. You cannot use this to villainize our rainbow community. But
I agree with the statement that the rainbow community should be loved and not hated. And spreading hate to a community for the actions of one person is willful or ignorance.
But
instead, we should focus our attention on preventing things like this from happening in the future.
I just want to know when we're going to get to the point where every single teacher has a license to carry. I feel like at this point it's mandatory. Either that, or we just have security on every property and multiple security guards, like not just one guy, like you're hired, multiple of you, because there should have been no reason that this shooter was able to access this Catholic church while they're in morning mass. There should have been no reason that you got this far. You had a whole game plan and everything. And supposedly his mom worked there. Bruh, like that's just too much. That's just too much now. I feel like once you get your degree and you're graduated and you're now a teacher, you're also not only getting handed your diploma, but you're also getting handed a license to carry. Okay? Because it's like we're not getting rid of the Second Amendment right. Like, it's just not going to happen. It's not. In America, no way. It's not going to happen. And I'm not going back and forth about why. Okay? It's just, we need to have guns in America. Sorry, we do. So it needs to get to the point where more of the good people have guns than the bad people. Because it's too much. The amount of school shootings that have happened in America just in whole is entirely too much. All right. So that sounds like the best game plan for me. Let's get the ball rolling on that. I don't know if somebody else has a better game plan, drop it in the comments. I don't know. But that, to me, that's the one that's going to work.
So we now know the reason why they removed Robin Westman's manifesto off of YouTube. For those of you that don't know, 23-year-old Robert Westman went to a Catholic church in Minneapolis, barricading the doors and opening fire on students that are children during their morning mass. Now, the dude was seriously ill. As you can see right here, he already planned everything he was going to do. This is an image of the inside of the church. And there are like 20 pages in this manifesto that he posted onto YouTube. The police have had it taken down so that they can review the entire video, which is about 20 minutes long. And he just goes on to spew a ton of hate over Israel, Donald Trump, transgender rights, and God. He was extremely deranged. Now, we haven't seen all of this manifesto. Some have. But it was taken down almost immediately. And it was a blueprint for his plans, why he did it, and more. I don't know if we will ever be able to see that video, but eventually it probably will resurface after the police finish their investigation.
That Minneapolis Catholic church school shooting was insane. An 8-year-old and a 10-year-old unalive because someone was in their feelings. The fact that he sat and took the time to write a letter and actually execute his plan, and nobody was able to find this letter prior to, is crazy. I'm sure that he displayed some type of abnormal behavior, and his parents had to be concerned in some shape or form and just never acted on it. And due to their neglect, he was able to execute his plan. What is this world coming to? Why are we having so many school shootings back to back? What's going on? It's like they released the mental health community and they've been wreaking havoc ever since. These are scary times we're living in, and it seems like it's just getting worse. Every time we think we're getting closer to fixing the problem, it just takes a turn for the worse. That man plotted this whole thing, and innocent people had to be unalived for what? There's so much more that I want to say that I know I can't say because TikTok is so funny and selective. However, I've already expressed how angry and disgusted and saddened I am by this situation. Prayers to the family.
So we know the little boy, 8 years old, and I think the little girl was 10 years old, lost their life. Just going to school on a regular day, just to go get their education. And like he said, a coward took his child's life, and he's right. But that dad got up there and he said, give your children extra hugs and extra kisses. And that just broke my heart. And he got up there and he was so positive and said what he said, you know, but it's still just so unfair to families that send their children to school and then have to come back and get a phone call and run up to the school and hoping that nothing happened to your child and find out your child was one of the ones that did not make it. life can be very unfair. You know what I'm saying? But when he said to hug your children and just give them extra hug and give them some love, because you just never know. And his son enjoyed fishing and just spending time with family and all the above. And I just couldn't imagine how they feel right now to be able to be going through this. They don't deserve to go through this. You know what I'm saying? Innocent children are just going to school to get an education. I don't know what's going to be done about it, if anything can be done about it, but it really needs to stop. I'm praying for both families. You know what I'm saying? Hugs and love. Y'all be blessed, J-Lo. Mwah.
Knowing that there are people in my community who were rushing to a school to see if their children were alive this morning is fucking me up. That we subject our children to this, like we and anybody who says to you that, like, this is not the moment for politics, those people are not serious. This is the exact moment for politics. I don't care why this person did it. I don't care. What I care about is that guns are so prevalent in our society and in our country, that, like, this isn't even remarkable, right? Like, it's not remarkable. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah.
Like, seriously, please. When I saw this pop up on my For You, I was like, has this become a pattern? What is really going on? You know, it's as if every new term, anytime school wants to resume, is a PPO that is happening. And it's always a particular set of people that keep doing this. And these people are not even talking about it more in order to look for solution about it. They're not even speaking more. It is so very comfortable to go about and talk about black fatigue, talk about this fatigue, and talk about that fatigue. Meanwhile, there is a very serious fatigue that needs to be talked about. There is a very serious fatigue that needs to be talked about. But people are just so interested in black fatigue, ghetto fatigue, whatsoever fatigue. But there is a fatigue that is a threat to humanity, that needs to be put in place. Like, how can, like, I don't even understand this GUN, you know, how can they just make it possible for anybody to just go acquire arms? How can they just do that? There is this particular stage of another pan-colored kid, who pew-pewed. That was about 4 months ago. During before is it during or before school resumes? The same type. This case is that the father usually take him out to go teach him how to pew-pew, to go, do all of those things. And they have this pew-pew in their yard. Then all of a sudden, this boy decided that he was going to take the pew-pew that belongs to his father, go to the school and pew-pewed. The same pattern. What is wrong with these people? What is wrong with this? Like, and they would think it's mental illness. You know, your offspring has a mental issue. Why would you even allow such a person to have arms? You know? And I heard that the mother is deviating from any questioning. She don't want to comply. She don't want to listen to anyone. She's even justifying it. Even if, okay, she lost someone as well, she lost her own. But why is it that these women wouldn't, like, I don't even understand. I know nobody's perfect in parenting, but when you know that your offspring is changing, when you know that, oh, this your offspring is good, might become a problem to other offspring, why not you do something? Why allow it to go to the extent that you cannot even control it anymore? But you have the energy to fight or to concentrate on something that is not even relevant. But the most relevant one that has to do with humanity, you neglect it. Like, what is really wrong with some people? I know parenting is not an easy thing, but why making this GUN thing so easy for anyone to access it, especially teenagers, especially these little ones? So people are just going to be scared of sending their own offspring to school. Just imagine you send your offspring to school, you're having anxiety. Oh my god, there might be a pew. Oh my god, what is happening? Like, how do you even think that these kids will grow up? How like their mental state are not even in place because they are living all of their life looking for a backpack. They don't even feel safe. Like, seriously, this is a very crucial thing that needs to be talked about and look for a very, very standard way of solving this problem. It has become a norm. Anytime there is a school resumption, there is either a pupil or a pupil is about to, like, what is really going on? I feel so sorry for the victims. I feel so sorry for the family. I feel so sorry for the mother that bettered these victims. Like, just imagine you as a parent, you send your child to school and you heard something happen, you're just running and you're so scared. Oh my god, I don't want, happen to be that one of your, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I don't, like, these parents will never forgive themselves. And what about the little ones? Do you know? Oh my God. This is something that really needs to be taken seriously. But no, everyone is just so concerned about, oh my God, reinstate. Like, oh gosh. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Hmm? Anyway, lovelies, wanna just leave me your own thought in the comment section of what you think of this video. Please do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying and harassment. We're just here for educational and informative purposes. So please share this video, subscribe, leave a thought, and I will see you lovelies when I upload the next
Me
one.
your own thought in the comment section of what you think of this video. Please do not forget that we do not, support any form of bullying and harassment. We're just here for educational and informative purposes. So please share this video, subscribe, leave a thought, and I will see you lovers when I upload the next one.